Wagwan YouTube gang, hope you guys doing great, man. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Fire Feelings Clips TV. Boy, we got a bag of thing for react today. And definitely need you to stick around to the end of the content. See what's going on. Don't waste no time. Do this right now. Give the video a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. Put your post notification bell on. Now this video we're going to react to first is a very disgraceful, very heartbreaking, very disrespectful, and such a beautiful boy life taken. As you guys could see, 1 year old Kian was unalived by a officer after mom being accused of stealing Pampers. Pampers? How did this youth man get involved with he getting shoot? Was they trying to shoot the mom and then he got hit? What really going on? Anyway, we run through and see what's going on. Like up the video, guys. Let's get this.
If you don't write no
So the mom is in critical condition. She don't even know her son has been unalive. This you trying to tell me? This contest, they say by the one. But she must wake up by now. That must be heart rending. Is either she crash into something or she gets shot too. God. Rest in peace, little man. They're rough. You know what I mean? They're rough. But you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Definitely let me know what's your thoughts on this. Anyway, as we continue.
So tonight I want to speak about cost of living in Guyana. Why is cost of living so expensive in Guyana? Why are we paying the same price for grocery that we paying in America, in Guyana? Isn't that ridiculous? These people them work for $15,000 and $20,000 a week. Let me say $100 US a week they work for in Guyana, right? I work for almost $2,000 in New York every week. And when the month up, we still get money, my money done. Because that's how cost of living is. You get all these bills to pay. So how are these people in Guyana surviving off of $20,000 that they work for every week? And got to spend the same money that we spend in America, they got to spend that in Guyana to buy grocery. Rent is almost the same like living in America. For what I see rent price in Guyana, it's almost the same thing. I don't think we should call on the PPP government because they feel that they give you guys $100,000 cash grant and they feel that's gonna last you guys forever. And $100,000 is only 500 US. That's petty cash to me. Me could eat out in one restaurant less than an hour, right? That's petty cash. I think we need to call on Ajuddin Mohammed, Mr. Mohammed. If you see this video, you need to do something about this because right now I see you're the only person who's helping the poor class of people in Guyana, whilst the rich is getting richer. I'm sorry to say this, but the PPP government only they feel because they give you guys $100,000 cash grant, they feel like a fool you guys' eyes. And what you need to do fool you guys' eyes because you guys happy to get that money. But as soon as you get the money is nothing. By the time you buy grocery and stock up your house, you don't get no money to pay no bills or nothing like that. You still got to pay water bill, you got to pay light bill, you got to pay phone bill, you got to recharge your phone. You know, you get rent for pay. Some people get mortgage to pay. So that money is no kind of money. And I understand some people are going to say, oh, they need for work and they need for this, they need for that. The country making the money, so why not spending the money? Every other country that's getting idle money is investing the money in the people in the country. Why Guyana can't do it too? Alright, you guys leave a comment and tell me what you think.
What's your guys' thoughts? Definitely, you know what I mean? What's your guys' thoughts? I feel to my terminology and thinking, you know what I mean? Indeed, cost of living high, so sometimes I just wonder how they make it up. But before I left, I don't know it was high, but it wasn't so high since I'm in America now. But it's crazy because we see females all come out and say, yo, we gotta get 2-3 man in order to survive. You know what I mean? Because everything up. So indeed, how really we do it is only God knows how we really survive. You know what I mean? Despite the crosses, Guyana bless. But it does got some crosses over it. But Guyana bless. You know what I mean? So you'd surprise how we do it. You know? But I don't even give a fuck right now about cash grant. I don't give a fuck about none of them things. Because I remember before I left the country, I didn't even remember when they gave it none of them. Before I left Guyana. I can't remember the Grange days or PPP days before PPP lose the Grange. I can't remember that. I didn't give a fuck about that. All I care about is that anybody who go in power simply means you still gotta work your motherfucking ass off. Plain and straight, like that ain't got nothing twist and turn. You gotta still work. Understand? So now if you see that the government give him money because also back in those times oil wasn't found. Indeed. But if oil wasn't found since then, how Burnham could have said left the oil? So the oil was always there, but I heard that the deal that them man try to make Bonham said nah, the dealing makes sense. But the aisle was there all the time. But now the aisle getting dig and wherever fence ring fencing didn't happen, wherever is it. But at the end of the day, we got him money. So it's a difference. I don't know, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts definitely on this. You understand? Anyway, as we continue, definitely we got the man called Kester on the check-in. Bro, this piece of reasoning Kester give on this piece of video is a very, very uplifting piece of message this man sending to the Guyanese and the Guyanese government, because there's so much things that is happening in Guyana right now pertaining to the Spanish, the Venezuelans, we should say, we could be playing. The Venezuelan now, them had 2 bombing. You know what I mean? Now we see whereby guns. How much AK-47 was found? And Barra Jadeo family, and next Jadeo name is being called. It's kind of sticky. Anyway, let me listen to what Kester said. Kester, big up yourself.
Hi guys, pleasant good afternoon to you. Doing this quick video because you know, I just take my notes in silence, you know what I mean? And when it's necessary, I give my opinion based on how I see things are playing out. And like I said, I really do care about Guyana and its people. And I asked the question, like, what really is the main thing? You know, what is important to the leaders of Guyana? And the answer is damning, man. You know, it's scary because we had 2 bombing. First one at the station there in La Penitence by the front road, and then the other one by the gas station that take the life of an innocent child, Guyana's child. One child hurt is like the whole of Guyana should hurt. One, you touch one, you touch all, right? And in all of these bombings, it's alleged that Venezuelans are the perpetrators, right? It is alleged that Venezuelans are the perpetrators.
You understand? This will keep happening. This is why I keep wondering, why every time the Venezuelans get in blame? Something ain't right. Is it the Venezuela every time? Is it?
Of recent, we saw the police, kudos to the police for this, because we don't know what this man plan is, what them are really trying to do. Because we see Venezuela owning, Essequibo, claim that Essequibo is their own and all these things. We know much of Venezuela in a war. We ain't get the military might like Venezuela to win no war, right? Good, we know that's factual. So we're depending on Uncle Sam, which is America, for Bakwi in the event that anything break out. But of recent, y'all notice them are finding AK-47 now Venezuelan tie to these AK-47 that is in our country. 10 AK-47, 23 AK-47. What is man doing with these guns, by? You feel them are bring gun for sale? Something is afoot, and Guyanese people need to wake up. You are fighting about the wrong things. The opposition divided. They can't come together. Y'all is opposition. Y'all need to come together. You understand? This is the only way y'all could hold this government accountable about anything where y'all say. You can't hold a government accountable divided as an opposition, right? So the opposition, because who have the majority, they take all, what opposition needs to get, and the opposition, who is minority, get left out, and then a corner by themselves, rowing and fretting, and this back and forth all day. But no changes in happening because y'all is like toothless poodles to the government. And the only way the government will take any opposition serious is if they see a united opposition, right? You give people jobs who fit the criteria, who could do the job, not who on you party or whatever the case is. People who could do. So if you care about Guyana, you will put the best people of Guyana who can do the job.
Correct.
Right? So we see all these things happening, people fighting up, but all other things except the main things. Now, this is very frightening for Guyana, right? Them Venezuelan ain't playing, bro. You see them all setting up wherever they're setting up. We feel like doing is Dalios, they're playing with the AK-47. Them bomb when them on, you know, testing out. You see, don't take a life of an innocent child and we do to a police station. And y'all think this thing is joke? Y'all fighting against one another in this country, and get the foreigners coming and doing what they want to do, and Venezuela just setting up camp, you know, just waiting for the world for do whatever they gotta do. Y'all better open your eyes and wake up with this and stop this nonsense with y'all upon. Guyanese, we gotta hold one head together, brother. You got all the outside people coming in and doing the guards know what in our country, and it's okay. And we there fighting against ourselves, right? We there fighting. Before you know it, that morning you might wake up and near the whole Essequibo is Venezuelan there. And what we gonna do about it? What you could do about it? Yeah? All you gonna do is rob and say, yeah, accept, well, I is now officially a Venezuelan. You know, God forbid, bro. These men are setting up something is afoot. And the Guyanese people busy with all other things.
I like the one though, Kester says something is afoot. I mean, yo, don't get tired up with this thing. Not no teeth. It's a foot.
Except the main things. You got all the focus. Because Venezuela ain't playing. It's clear as day what happening now in plain sight. We got to do something before something do we. That's all I want to say. To the government of Guyana, y'all got to do a lot of work, y'all. I feel I done saying one thing all the time. When an election done, it's not no longer party. It's about the people of Guyana. Right? It's about the people of Guyana. And if you really love the people, as y'all care, y'all say y'all love the people, then we need to see the action of y'all loving the people for real. And looking out in the interest of the people in every aspect. Right? These are things that is very frightening that is happening in our society. And hardly unlikely we see any action being taken. You know? Yeah? Y'all got to act quick and fast. Because a lot of things happening under the table. A lot of things happening under the table. Right? Y'all focus. Because just now we might wake up. And Essequibo is now we own no more. God forbid.
Might sound like joke. Like Doc said, God forbid, you know. Rating Kester. Big up Kester, a good friend of mine. Now since this AK-47 situation came out, you know Guyana stay ready with wrong news. Is a set of wrong news start come out first gun. Here's some this, here's some that. Now as it get down to the nitty gritty, well like Kester said, but for those persons who don't know, since this whole AK-47 thing break out is a set of wrong news. Now Guyanans go with force when anything come out. You can't take nothing serious because if you really know what's going on, you would follow the wrong news with what they bringing out. So you hear all kind of thing. But as it get down to the nitty gritty, we see whereby Punkaicho News, a bulletin was out, a bulletin board statement whereby a businessman by the name of Randy Jadeo persons are saying this individual is Jadeo family, literally, you know what I mean? It's his family. And it says here, so Jadeo 39 is not new to law enforcement scrutiny. In May 2025, he was charged with inciting persons to commit treason after allegedly making a Facebook comment saying Essequibo belongs to Venezuela and over sign displaying as his $1,000 store on the east bank of the Demerara that feature a One Guyana logo alongside a map of Guyana excluding the Essequibo region. You understand? The same man you're seeing on the screen. So, where's this? What's going on here? What really going on here? Now, how, you know what I mean, this is showing, he's a Guyanese, and he's saying Venezuela Essequibo belong to Venezuela. They show you got a feeling all these men them tie with something, you know, bro. Yo, Kester, big up yourself though. Yeah, man, big up yourself on that. Not gonna tell no lie. You know it's ball game go. The ball game wicked. Anyway, this is probably gonna pull the curtain. So it was a pleasure being here with you guys. Like I said, if you watch the video so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. Put your post notification bell on. You know the code, we're already building the channel. You understand? We're going up and up and up. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Okay, those are the two pages that we post on. So you don't know what's up. If you're new to Facebook, guys, to the channel, please follow us on Facebook. And my YouTubers, hit the subscribe button. Drop those comments. Let me know what's your thoughts. Until next time, your boy Fire Feelings. We out.